Shocking new footage has surfaced of Ellen on the run after being alleged as Diddy's mistress.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Ask her if she wants me to start the car up for her, get it warm.
The charges against Sean Diddy Combs date back to the 1990s. More recently, the rapper has been accused of sex trafficking, sexual assault, and the solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms via NBC News, prompting searches on his houses in Los Angeles and Miami in March 2024. Some allegations include tales of Diddy-hosted parties where he committed some of his claimed crimes, and one unsettling Diddy lawsuit even mentions Prince Harry. Following the raids, viewers re-examined a tape from The Ellen Degeneres show, in which the host asked Diddy about his parties. In a TikTok video posted by eJoy of Everything in March 2024, Degeneres is seen walking by paparazzi. One of them questioned, "Ellen, were you surprised by the allegations about P. Diddy?" They mentioned Diddy's frequent visits on Degeneres' talk program and asked, "Have you been to his parties?" Degeneres glanced at the speaker, but did not respond before getting into her car.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Ask her if she wants me to start the car up for her, get it warm.
Ellen, were you surprised by the allegations about P. Diddy? Did that surprise you about P. Diddy? He's been on your show many times.
Have a good night.
Have you been to his parties?
The video transitions to Diddy's debut on Degeneres' show in Season 7. In the 2009 show, Degeneres asked if she had been invited to his birthday party. Diddy stated that he invites her to every party, but you just haven't seemed to show up.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties, you just haven't seemed to show up to.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? And then it will carry on there.
Yeah. No, I mean the after party.
No, I know about them. I'll listen to the music.
Diddy's parties, of course, are a thing of legend. If the genre of legend was horror. This is what Gene Deal had to say about them.
Right. I always wanted to ask you this, man. Do you know anything about these after parties that Diddy be having?
Which after parties? There's a lot of after parties. There's a lot of after parties for a lot of different reasons. There's after parties if we doing it at the hotel after we do a party, or there's after parties after the after party. You understand?
Right. I guess the one people talk about is the after party.
Well, those will be when him and somebody that he needs something from or wants something from, and he'll get those girls and he'll line them up with him, and they'll all go in the same room. And about the end of the next morning, he done got what he need and got what he want. Because 9 times out of 10, he done put those people in a position, in an awkward situation, that they're gonna have to give him what he want.
What you mean by that? Go more into detail about that.
I don't want to go back to this, man, because it's difficult to go back to. But when he took D-Rock out, that was Big's man, pots and pans. And D-Rock understood. I made it clear to him, don't be nowhere where me and Puff is at. D-Rock shook my hand and said, bet that. I come to find out years later through a statement that Clark Kent made that D-Rock and Puff made plans to to take Big to that party at the museum that Big lost his life. That came out. Super producer, executive Clark Kent's mouth. I knew that to be true because Puff took D-Rock out and had a swinging thing with Sally Richardson and her girlfriend while we was in California. So when I'm talking about, that's what I mean. Put people in situations, do some things, and get what he wants. Because he had been trying to get Big out that whole time we was in Cali. And Big never showed up to nothing but the place to where he lost his life at. And the video shoots and the studio. So that's what I mean.
There is, of course, the time when he went to a club and shot it all up, allegedly. This occurred on December 27, 1999, at Club New York in Manhattan. The incident unfolded during a confrontation between the entourages of two prominent figures in the music industry at the time, Sean Diddy Combs, then known as Puff Daddy, and Jamaican-American rapper, Shyne. The altercation reportedly began over a dispute involving a spilled drink and quickly escalated into a violent confrontation. Gunfire erupted inside the club, resulting in 3 people being injured. Among the injured was Diddy's then-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez, though she was not shot. Shyne, whose real name is Jamal Barrow, was accused of firing a gun during the altercation. He was arrested and later convicted on charges of assault, reckless endangerment, and gun possession. In 2001, he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. The incident drew significant media attention and further heightened concerns about violence in the hip-hop community. It also had lasting repercussions for the individuals involved. Diddy faced legal scrutiny, but was ultimately acquitted of any wrongdoing. However, the incident left a stain on his reputation and prompted him to reevaluate his public image and business ventures. For Shyne, the shooting marked a turning point in his career. Despite releasing an album while incarcerated and eventually being released from prison in 2009, his music career never fully recovered from the incident. He shifted his focus to other endeavors, including religious studies and politics. But the Club New York shooting remains a blemish on his life. And get this, he didn't even do it. It was Diddy who did it.
So after him and Diddy fell out, he started working with Jodeci more. I see. How you feel about the victim of the club shooting? I gotta ask you about this, man. How you feel about her coming out now saying that, Diddy, he shot her and not Shyne? How you feel about that?
Well, the way I feel about that, the case is closed, bro. It can't be no double jeopardy. It can't be no retrial because they already had a trial and a man was convicted for her injuries. A man already did time for her injuries. You understand? If they would have to go back and see that if there was ballistic tests done on Jennifer Lopez, on Puffy, God bless the dead, on Wolf, did they do ballistic tests? And then see if they did ballistic tests and Puff had gunpowder on him, you understand? Why didn't the police go through with charging him? Why didn't the police charge him? She could say that now, and she said that I don't take nothing from the victim. I don't take nothing from the victim. But her lawyer should have advocated. I know Puff and Shyne, they had the same charges. But like I said before, and like Shyne said also, Shyne said this also, because it's true. Puff had witnesses that come in to testify against Shyne and say they saw Shyne do the shooting. Case is over with. It's been what? Well, how many years it's been? 15, 20 years? 15, 17, 15. Sean went to jail for 10 years. It was in 99, right? So
About 23 years, huh?
about 20-something years. Ain't nothing they can do about that, bro. They can't reopen that shit and charge him.
Yeah, I mean, she did say that she, willing to lose an eye for authorities can, remove the bullet fragment from her eye for they can use it as evidence against Diddy. So, I mean, she did say that.
Bruh, I find that shit to be hilarious. How much money would you give for your eye? How much money would you give for your eye? They didn't even say Puff had a gun. They didn't even find, Sean got caught with a gun coming out the club. They didn't catch Puff with a gun on him. They caught a gun in the car. There were 4 people in that car. 1 person is dead. What do you think the lawyer's gonna say? It was his. It was the bodyguard. It was the security. It wasn't Mr. Combs. You understand what I'm saying? So, she willing to lose an eye? And what is the fragment is come from Sean's bullet. Because what happened was, bruh, they shot in the air and things ricocheted and hit.
These new reports, right? How you feel about them saying that, Jennifer Lopez, she was carrying the gun in her purse?
My man, you can't make me believe that. I've been around Ms. Lopez plenty of times. And even though they say Jenny from the block, she didn't rock like that, bro. For real, for real. I've been around Ms. Lopez a few times. More than a few times. You understand what I'm saying? She did not rock like that. She don't get down like that, bro. Not at all. She wouldn't be carrying no gun for no Puffy. Not at all. I know that. Yo, I would bet anything on that one, bro. That's right there. That's some internet bullshit.
So with that being said, right, how exactly did Diddy do Sean wrong when it comes to the case? If you don't mind me asking, break that down.
Well, I believe Diddy did Sean wrong because he told security at the time, and the head of security of his everyday operation was Paul Offer. If y'all know somebody who was there at the club that witnessed the shooting, go find them. People was found by security and the street team and brought in to Puff. When Puff liked their story, what they saw, he gave it to their lawyer. Their lawyer then sent them to the DA's office, and those people testified against Sean. They had the same charges.
One of the victims, Natanya Rubin, has always been steadfast in her claims that it was Diddy who shot up the club.
Lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Little Rod. So basically his last 2 lawsuits, or last 2 major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me. And I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Little Rod, they were both SA'd by him and threatened and physically harmed. But in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club in New York back in 1999 and let Shine take the fall for it. Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me. Because I am the woman who he shot in the face in that 1999, December 27th, 1999, Club New York shooting. I have told everyone ad nauseum since then, Even the surgeon who did the surgery to take the bullet, I literally have told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got pow-powed in the face. I watched him fire the gun. I've said it all this time. Even the surgeon who did my surgery to take out part of the bullet fragments that was aspirating into my lungs and try to remove as many bullet fragments as possible testified in the criminal trial that while they were putting me under, I was screaming, Puffy, pew pew me in the face. He testified in the criminal trial. It is in the record. They all knew he did it. Everybody knew he did it. But he paid off the club bouncer named Sharice and all these other people and the club owners with their video to hide the video. That's his MO. I told everybody that. This man almost took my life, has traumatized my life, has caused undue harm, irreparable damage to my life, lied his behind off. I've had all these youngins on the internet harassing me, swearing that I'm making it up that he did it. And look what he did to Little Rod. He threatened him. Oh, you don't think I bust my gun? I shot up the club in Club New York and let Shine take... Well. It only took 24 whole years for it to come out. You see this tattoo? This commemorates me getting shot. It took 24 years for him to come out and say it. I've been saying it all along, but y'all pick and choose who y'all want to believe. Oh, baby. You ain't seen nothing yet. Not only did he pew me in the face, he also set off a course of harassment against me for the past 24 years. When I tell you the things I went through, there was a time in 2017 and 2018 where I got 7 flats on my BMW. 7, the same tire, in a 2-year span. 7 on the same tire, and they were all new. Every time it happened, I had to get a new tire. I have the pictures to prove it. Harassing me. You want to know why? Because prior to Cassie, I was the only person to be victimized by him and then to successfully sue him and get paid. And he had to pay me out of his pocket. He has never gotten over that. Oh, baby. You see this RICO charge that's about to come? This conspiring and pew-pewing up the club and ruining or attempting to ruin my life? As God as my witness, I will not stop until you suffer every single iota of... I had some youngins on the internet that ain't even old enough, that weren't even alive when it happened, arguing me down, cussing me out, calling me everything but a child of God. Go check Instagram, it's there. Harassing my life. Harassing me. Oh, you lying, he ain't do that to you. You just want clout. You just chasing clout. What is that to chase clout about? How is that clout chase worthy? It doesn't even make sense. Well, I guess it will make sense in this new generation, but you better believe I will have my say. I will have my say. Hashtag having my say. Hashtag the dopest nerd ever. Hashtag Eb Talks. Y'all ain't seen or heard nothing yet.
As for Ellen, she certainly has a lot of reason to worry if she went to Diddy's parties because that man made sure he recorded everything.
Stevie J speaking on it right now. He'll be one of the first dudes that they'll probably pull to the side and say, yo, well, you say that your man, I heard you on TMZ say that he never did this and he never did that, but ain't this you? If those pictures or those films or anything like that exist, you know what I'm saying? That's what they pay those agents to do. So, of course, I don't believe that none of the people who are his celebrity friends is going to speak or say nothing until they're either contacted or they know what they really got.
So you feel like they might be worried that they might be on tape at one of Diddy parties doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing?
But Rob said in his affidavit that Diddy had every room taped and bugged. Diddy had, yo, bro, can you imagine? He had every room taped and bugged, and they found little bugs or little tape recorders. I mean, little those micro projectors or whatever like that, or video cameras. They found them in the house, bro. So by them having those things in the house, and people know there's drugs, there's alcohol, there's loose women, there's loose men, woman on woman, man on man, all kind of crazy shit. Bruh, they just wondering who or when they're gonna let this stuff be known. But not only celebrities, I don't think it's only celebrities gonna be shook. He had politicians in there. He had princes in there. He also had a couple of preachers in there. Hallelujah. That's crazy.
You personally, you think they got tapes?
Well, my personal opinion that if Lil Rob could be trusted and his statements are true, they got him. They got tapes of stuff.
And now everyone is feeling the heat. For a moment, even the East Coast-West Coast fights were put on hold as former hip-hop mogul Suge Knight spoke out about his current relationship with his former competitor, P. Diddy. Sean Combs, also known as P. Diddy or Diddy, is currently facing serious sex trafficking claims, and federal agents searched his properties in Los Angeles and Miami in March. Now, his opponent is offering his thoughts on everything that has happened thus far. According to The Guardian, Knight is presently doing 28 years in jail for voluntary manslaughter following a tragic hit-and-run in 2015, and he spoke with TMZ over the phone for the documentary The Downfall of Diddy. Before Knight's segment, TMZ executive producer Harvey Levin stated, "You'd think Suge Knight would be reveling in all of the allegations against Diddy." However, the former Death Row CEO has a more sympathetic take, saying, "My first reaction, it's not the reaction I thought I would have when it came to Puffy. You know what I mean? I thought it'd be a reaction like, he got what he got coming, because everybody knows what's been going on." My reaction was actually different because I felt like, damn. The first thing that came to my mind was, you know, he has his sons, he has his daughters. My reaction at first was about the kids. And the thing is, I feel it's a bad day for hip-hop. It's a bad day for the culture because it makes us all look bad. While Suge Knight and Diddy have long been enemies, the CEO of Death Row Records understands the rapper's current circumstances. Following the raid on Diddy's mansions, which apparently saw the rapper's children having lasers aimed at them, many people have remarked on what's going on with Diddy. Nonetheless, Knight believes that overall, this is a bad day for the culture. That's all for the video, folks. Thanks for watching.